Rinnah Shindano. I'm 16 years old, and this is my 2025 C's introduction video. I'm the youngest in a family of 5, and my 2 older siblings are my best friends. My whole life, I've lived in a small country town, Cumming, Georgia. It can get quiet here, but that's part of the charm. If I were to explain what defines who I am, the only thing I could say is do what you do with love and for love. Let me show you what that looks like in my life. One of my favorite hobbies is that I love to cook. Ever since my mom trusted me with the stove, I fell in love with being a mad scientist and using pots and utensils in my lab to create a culinary masterpiece. Thousands of dishes from soups to steaks, cooking allows me to experiment and create. My only rule in the kitchen is that I don't follow cookbooks, which hasn't always resulted in the best tasting dishes, but my process is all about trial and error and figuring out what works. Cooking, my favorite aspect is when my food can make someone's day. Like when my dad comes home from a 14-hour shift and I can greet him with a warm meal, or when my siblings visit from college and I can make them my famous tomato soup and grilled cheese. I cook with love for others. Now, I'm not only a mastermind in an apron, I also love to cook up with my words. I've always loved reading, and the obsession has grown over the years with me setting a goal to read 100 books each year. Reading is one of the only things that hydrates my brain's thirst for knowledge, and my passion for reading soon transferred into an urge to write. My writing is an extension of my overactive imagination, and I have the chance to manipulate and create entire universes. Any crazy idea can be made real through my writing. Manipulating time dilation? Yeah, I made a world where that's possible. I'm very passionate about my academics. A lot of my academic drive stems from one very eye-opening moment, December 5th, 2014. It was the launch of the Orion spacecraft EFT-1 mission. On a scientific level, I had no idea what was going on at that age, but I was just so captivated by the launch. I remember turning to my sister, looking her in the eyes with pure amazement and telling her, "That's what I want to do when I grow up." And that day is when I discovered what NASA was, and it sparked my interest in aerospace engineering. From that day, I was determined to chase my love through applying to the Forsyth Central STEM Academy, where I had the opportunity to take AP-level physics, math, and chemistry courses, along with an engineering class, which has always been my favorite class. My classes can be challenging sometimes, but I do them because I love science, and every late night study session or confusing lab design is a step closer to my dreams of working in the aerospace industry. In my free time, I participate in extracurricular activities that further fuel my passions. In the Technological Student Association, I compete in STEM-related competitions, and on March 12th, I'm competing at our state competition. Debate is a club that I co-founded and that I'm co-president of because I believe that there's power in how you can use your words and how you communicate with others. And I really enjoy researching and public speaking. My favorite club is Black Student Union because it brings together a community at my school. And as president of membership, I have the opportunity to ensure that the small African American population at my school doesn't feel excluded. I also take part in my high school rocketry team, where I have gained a lot of CAD and simulation skills. Another thing I do is varsity track, where I pole vault, and these activities have blossomed into a community, and I've met many close friends through them. Speaking of community, I like to serve my community through service clubs like National Honor Society and National Science Honor Society, and I also take it upon myself to personally volunteer at my local library every summer for 3 days each week, and through volunteering I've learned many valuable lessons, and I really enjoy giving back to my please. Why C's? I've always loved engineering. I knew from an early age that my brain was pre-programmed this way. The most intriguing part of engineering is working with my hands, and the feeling of creating a product to solve a problem puts my brain into hyperdrive. I like taking things apart, fixing things around the house, or creating things with Legos. The C's program will give me an unparalleled opportunity to explore aerospace and engineering and astronomy. I want the chance to dive deeper into aerospace than I ever have before, and I want to push myself to solve complex problems and gain skills in research and project design. I would love the chance to collaborate with other driven students and broaden my horizons. C's will teach me valuable lessons in my pursuit of this field and finally make the dreams come true of the girl who loved to stare up at the sky, waiting for the moment she could touch the stars. Let's rewind to what I said earlier. Do what you do with love and for love. I do science because I love it. If I didn't, I wouldn't have had the motivation to fight for it this long. C's program I could do with love and for love. Thank you.